Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. The topic I'm going to be talking about today is managing conflict in Islamic organizations. And when we talk about conflict, one of the things that we realize right away is that conflict permeates almost all aspects of our life. And when we look at Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one of the things that we realize right away is that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam experienced conflict with a number of people: his wife, with the Quraysh, with the Jews of Medina, with his uncle, with his daughter, with Muslims themselves. But the neat thing about the Prophet ﷺ is that he demonstrated through his example how, in effect, we should handle conflict. When we talk about conflict, conflict is at multiple levels of analysis. In other words, we have conflict within ourselves, and we'll talk about it today, conflict at the individual level of analysis. We have conflict between ourselves and other people. Then conflict between groups, as well as conflict within groups, conflict within Islamic organizations, and of course, unfortunately, conflict among Islamic organizations. This is the outline we're going to follow today. First, we're going to define what conflict is. Then we're going to describe different types of conflict, why conflict occurs. This is very important, because for one to be able to manage conflict, one needs to understand the process by which it happens. Then we're going to look at the relationship between conflict and performance, because it's a direct relationship. We're going to talk about the reasons for and consequences for conflicts at different levels. By levels of analysis, I mean the individual, the group, the organization. We're going to try to understand the process by which conflict emerges, and different management styles. The Prophet ﷺ used 5 different styles in handling conflict, and they correspond, generally speaking, to the 5 styles that we in business schools and in people that study organizations and deal with psychology have come up with too. Then finally, we're going to spend a lot of time on this, the principles for managing conflict based on Islam. So it's interesting when you look at Muslims that we have not always been the victim of such a poor reputation at handling conflict. When you look at this story, this particular site that I have here, it is related by Muhammad ibn Jafar, a companion of the Prophet ﷺ, that a Christian delegation came to the Prophet ﷺ and said, "O Abu al-Qasim, send one of your companions with us, one in whom you are well pleased, to judge between us on some questions of property about which we disagree among ourselves. We have a high regard for you, Muslim people." So when you look at Muslims, in the past certainly, we had a wonderful reputation for being able to handle and adjudicate conflict. So let's think a little bit about conflict from a different way, and I'm going to